their army camp near Sardis, Antony plots with his allies.
These many then shall die. Their names are marked.
Your brother must die. Your brother too must die. Consent you, Lepidus.
I do consent.
Lepidus, go you to Caesar's house. Fetch the will hither, and we shall determine how to cut up some charge and legacies. This is a slight, unmeritable man, meet to be sent on errands. Is it fit the threefold world divided, he should stand one of the three to share it?
So you thought him, and took his voice who should be pricked to die in our black sentence and proscription.
Octavius, I have seen more days than you, and though we lay these honors on this man, he shall but bear them as the ass bears gold, to groan and sweat under the business, either led or driven, as we point the way.
But he's a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my horse. Do not talk of him, but as property. And now, Octavius, listen, great things. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make head. Therefore, let our alliance be combined, our best friends made, and our means stretched.
Let us do so, for we are at stake, and they about with many enemies, and some that smile have in their hearts. I fear millions of mischiefs.
As Brutus and his allies plan, his mind slips more.
What thou? Is Cassius near?
Most noble brother, you have done me wrong.
Judge me, you gods! Wrong I mine enemies? And if not so, how should I wrong a brother?
Brutus, this sober form of yours hides wrongs, and when you do them...
Cassius, be content. Speak your grief softly. I do know you well.
That you have wronged me doth appear in this. You have condemned and noted Lucius Pella for taking bribes here of the Sardinians, wherein my letters praying on his side because I knew the man was slighted of.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
In such a time as this, it is not meet that every nice offense should bear his comment.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm, to sell and mart your offices for gold to undeservers.
I? An itching palm? You know that you are Brutus that speaks this, or by the gods this speech were else your last.
The name of Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement?
Remember March. The Ides of March remember. Did not great Julius bleed for justice's sake? What villain touched his body that did stab and not for justice? But shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes, and sell the mighty space of our large honors for so much trash as may be grasped thus? I had rather be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bait not me. I'll not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier. I, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
Go to. You're not Cassius.
I am.
I say you are not.
Urge me no more. I shall forget myself. Have mind upon your health. Tempt me no farther.
Away, slight man.
Is it possible?
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way and room to your rash caller? Shall I be frighted when a madman stares?
Oh, ye gods! Ye gods! Must I endure all this?
All this? Aye, more. Fret till your proud hearts break. Go show your slaves how choleric you are, and make your bondmen tremble. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humor? By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your spleen, though it do split you. For from this day forth I'll use you for my mirth, ye for my laughter, when you are waspish.
Is it come to this?
You say you are a better soldier. Let it appear so. Make your vaunting true, and it shall please me well. For mine own part, I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
You wrong me every way. You wronged me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, he durst not thus have tempted me.
Peace, peace. You durst not thus have tempted him.
I durst not.
No.
What? Durst not tempt him?
For your life you durst not.
Oh, do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that I shall be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats. For I am armed so strong in honesty that they pass by me as the idle wind, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold to pay my legion, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? When Marcus Brutus grows so covetous to lock such rascal counters from his flernades, be ready, gods, with all your thunderbolts. Dash him to pieces.
I denied you not.
You did.
I did not. He was but a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus hath rived my heart. A friend should bear his friend's infirmities. But Brutus makes mine greater than they are.
I do not. You practice them on me.
You love me not.
I do not like your faults.
A friendly eye could never see such faults.
Flatterers would not, though they do appear as huge as high Olympus.
Come, Antony and young Octavius, come. Revenge yourselves alone on Cassius. For Cassius is aweary of the world, hated by one he loves, braved by his brother, checked like a bondman, all his faults observed, set in a notebook, learned and conned by rote, cast into my teeth. No, I could weep my spirit from mine eyes. There is my knife, and here my naked breast, within a heart dearer than Pluto's mine, richer than gold. If that thou beest a Roman, take it forth. If that denied thee gold will give my heart. Strike as thou didst at Caesar, for I know, when thou didst hate him worst, thou lovedst him better than thou ever lovedst Cassius.
Sheathe your blade. Be angry when you will, it shall have scope. Do what you will, dishonor shall be humor. Oh, Cassius, you are yoked with a lamb that carries anger as the flint bears fire, who, much enforced, shows a hasty spark, and straight is cold again.
Hath Cassius lived to be but mirth and laughter to his Brutus, when grief and blood ill-tempered vexeth him?
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
Do you confess so much? Oh, give me your hand.
And my heart too.
Oh, Brutus.
What's the matter?
Have not you love enough to bear with me when that rash humor which my mother gave me makes me forgetful?
Yes, Cassius. And from henceforth, when you are over earnest with your Brutus, he'll think your mother chides and leave you so. Lucius, a bowl of wine.
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Oh, Cassius, I am sick of many griefs.
Of your philosophy you make no use, if you give place to accidental evils.
No man bears sorrow better. Marcia is dead.
What? Portia?
She is dead.
How escaped I killing when I crossed you so? Oh, insupportable and touching loss. Upon what sickness?
Impatient of my absence, and grief that young Octavius with Mark Antony have made themselves so strong, for with her death that tidings came, that this she fell distract, and her attendants absent, swallowed fire.
And died so?
Even so.
Oh, ye immortal God.
Speak no more of her. Give me a cup of wine. In this I bury all unkindness, Cassius.
My heart is thirsty for that noble pledge. Fill, Lucius, till the wine o'erswell the cup. I cannot drink too much of Brutus's love.
Come in, Decius. Welcome, good Metellus. Now sit we close about this taper here, and call in question our necessities.
Portia, Art thou gone?
No more, I pray you. Metellus, I have received letters that young Octavius and Mark Antony came down upon us with a mighty power, bending their expedition towards Philippi.
Myself have letters of the self-same tenor.
Therein our letters do not well agree. Mine speak of 70 senators that died by their prescription. Cicero being one.
Cicero one?
Cicero is dead. Am I that order of prescription? Have you your letters from your wife, my lord?
No, Metellus.
Nor nothing in your letters writ of her.
Nothing, Metellus.
That methinks is strange.
Why ask you? Hear you aught of her in yours?
No, my lord.
Now, as you are our Roman, tell me true.
Then like a Roman bear the truth I tell, for certain she is dead.
Why, farewell, Portia. You must die, Metellus. If meditating that she must die once, I have the patience to endure it now.
Even so, great men, great losses should endure.
I have as much an art of this as you, but yet my nature could not bear it so.
Well, to our work alive. What do you think of marching to Philippi presently?
I do not think it good.
The reason?
This it is. 'Tis better that the enemy seek us. So shall he waste his means, weary his soldiers, doing himself offense, whilst we, lying still, are full of rest, defense, and nimbleness.
Good reasons must of force give place to better. The people twixt Philippi and this ground do stand but in a forced affection, for they have grudged us contribution. The enemy, marching along by them shall make a fuller number up. Come on, refreshed, new added and encouraged. From which advantage shall we cut him off, if at Philippi we do face him there, these people at our back?
Hear me, good brother.
Under your pardon, you must note beside that we have tried the utmost of our friends. Our legions are brimful, our cause is ripe. The enemy increaseth every day. We at the height are ready to decline. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which, taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. Such a full sea we are now afloat. We must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures.
Then, with your will, go on. Wheel along ourselves and meet them at Philippi.
The deep of night has crept upon our talk, and nature must obey necessity. There is no more to say?
No more. Good night. Early tomorrow we will rise, and hence.
Farewell, good Metellus. Good night, Decius. Noble Cassius. Good night, and good repose.
Oh, my dear brother, this was an ill beginning of the night. Never come such division between our souls. Let it not, Brutus.
Everything is well.
Good night, my lord.
Good night, good brother.
Good night, Lord Brutus.
Where is thy instrument?
Here, in the tent.
What, thou speakest drowsily? Poor knave, I blame thee not. Thou art overwatched. Look, Lucius, here's the book I sought for, so I put it in the pocket of my coat.
I was sure your lordship did not give it to me.
Bear with me, good boy. I am much forgetful. Canst thou hold up thy heavy eyes a while? Touch thy instrument a strain or two?
Aye, my lord, it please you.
It does, my boy. I trouble thee too much, but thou art willing.
It is my duty, sir.
I should not urge thy duty past thy might. I know young bloods look for a time of rest.
I have slept, my lord, already.
It was well done, and thou shalt sleep again. I will not hold thee long. If I do live, I will be good to thee. This is a sleepy tune. Oh, murderous slumber! Layest thou thy laden mace upon my boy, that plays thee music, gentle knave? Good night. Let me see. Not the leaf turned down where I left reading? Here it is, I think. How ill this taper burns. Ha! Who comes here?
The evil spirit Brutus,
Why comest thou?
to tell thee thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Well, then I shall see thee again.
I at Philippi.